stay back another year just to see if they talk about it for 50 years. Nothing. Anybody know who this gentleman is?
Elvis Presley.
Nobody's seen him on Queens Boulevard. He's gone, right?
That's a few drinks.
Elvis has been dead for over 30 years. Over the last 12 months that he's been dead, his estate generated $52 million. Dead. Think about the people that's passed on in our family. Any money generated?
No.
Isn't that wild? Think about this. You have generations with zero money and generations with millions of dollars. Don't you think it should be something up with that? I know when I hear that, my first thing is like, all right, how did he do it? Most people don't even inquire, all right, man, you know, that was him. I don't have nothing to do with it. But if you're wise, you think, man, how did he do it? Because we smart enough to know at some point we're going to leave this earth. Right?
Yep.
If think about this. I personally think it's selfish to know we're going to leave the earth, but every waking hour we work on an income stream that we don't control. Right?
Right.
Because think about where we work. I know where I work, something happened to me, my family's going to get that last check. And that's it. My son is not going to get paid every month after I pass. So why on earth am I going to continue to do something every day, every month, every year to know when I stop, it stopped? Is that smart?
Negative.
Man or woman, it doesn't make any sense to set our family up like that. But the reason why residual income is so key, because it allows you to do something. It allows you to do something today, it allows you to do something tomorrow, it allows you to do something next year, but get paid for the rest of your life from a one-time event. Think about when you moved into wherever you live at. You activated your light bill, right? Have you seen the light man since? Did you send a check? Think about that. Why don't you want to earn money like that? Think about that. But the thing about residual income, it starts small. The reason why he was a wealthy man is because every day he woke up, he worked on that. He didn't go downtown and jump on the subway to go to work, to clock in and clock out. He worked on residual income. Anybody know his story? It starts small, but this is the thing. This is the reason why most of our people don't get it, because it starts small. You don't get it, oh, you rich yet? People like that? I know you've been in 2 weeks, you rich yet? Think about that. But what's even more funny, that the people that they're talking to get discouraged. You ever heard anybody bring, man, I ain't making no money. Now, you've been in 2 weeks. You don't laugh, it happens.
It is.
It happens.
It's true.
You see somebody, Paul, they come in, man, Paul, I'm gonna be your next diamond, next week. Where they at?
Oh,
man, two people told me no, I don't think this is gonna work.
Yep.
Think about that. I promise you, if you hung around, if your 5 closest friends generated their lifestyle income from residual income, guess the type of income you would generate?
Residual income.
That association will make or break you. Folks, the strongest form of income known to mankind, I'm the only person in my entire family tree that earns it. Only one. Think about your family tree. Only one. Only one. Don't you think I know how to explain it to him? Yeah.
By now.
I want to explain it to him. I want to work with my family. I want to go to Thailand with people in my blood, in my family. They don't get it.
It's true.
They don't get it. But the thing about it, the beauty about it, in your family tree, it takes one person to get it. Right. Like Elvis, his family tree, they done it because he got it. Everybody in here has a family tree. As long as you get it, the family tree will get it. But you got to stay tight and you got to get it. Does that make sense? Yes. The second one is passive income. That means leverage. The young lady right here, Oprah Winfrey, is a very powerful person. Now people say, well, why is Oprah coming off TV? Because she put people on TV. Think about that. Do you think if I had to move all these chairs out of here, could I do it faster by myself or with a team of people? Team of people. What about if I had to wash all the cars on the street? Could I do it easier by myself with a team of people?
Team of people.
Have you ever thought about, could you make more money by yourself or with a team of people?
Team of people.
We said that quick. Nobody said I think about it. But let me ask you this. Why don't we? Why don't you earn money? Well, every day, why don't you earn money off the efforts of a team? Why? No, the reason why is education.
Yep.
Because if you learn something and you believe in what you learned, you would do it. You would do it. There's no way you would do it. And knowing what we know, there's no way I will not do it. Think about it. Think about it, man. There's no way I would be in a situation and not earn residual income. Knowing what you know now, it just doesn't make sense. So that's something, folks. Put yourself in a position to earn income off a team, because at some point you slow down because you're human. But if you have income generated off the efforts of a team, your income is still coming in. Even when you're in your bed, even if you don't leave your house, income is coming in. Every wealthy person on this planet generates income like that. Unless they was inherited or given in the money, they generate income from residual and passive income. There's only 2 roads to wealth. Those are the 2 roads right there. And if you're not on them, you're fooling yourself. You're playing a game. And if you expect to get wealthy, and I think you're not true with yourself, you say, nah, I don't got to be rich. That's not the truth. If people say, nah, I don't want to be a millionaire, Tark, nah, I don't got to be. That's like I was a coward. Because so many people are making it happen. Why not you? Why not your family? Because most people don't want to start the income small. Most people think when they get started, the Ferrari kit shows up. Oh, Ferrari, Ferrari here. No, you don't appreciate. When you appreciate something, when you start from zero. When you go from zero to hero, and you know it's yours, right? But the biggest thing you do then, you got the education.
That's it.
And then you can go back to people in your family tree and then solve the financial crisis once and for all, once you bring the information back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because everybody in our family work hard. It ain't like people in our family lazy. I mean, not everybody. Not everybody. You got people that work hard, but think about it. It's what they're doing. Number 3 is start a business that produces both of them. That's not a secret. All right? Start a business, folks. Number 4, earn tax advantages. That's money 101. If you don't own and operate your own business, you give up all your rights to taxes. All your rights, okay? The 5th one, earn money in the global economy. What that means, what is happening to the American dollar? Without a shadow of a doubt, right? So why do you put all your efforts in earning money in the economy where it's shrinking? Would you think some effort should be put? But it goes back to education. Most times people don't earn that kind of income overseas because they don't know how. And the people that hang around only earn money from work. You hang around 5 people that generate money in different countries, guess what? You will too. Because you'll start asking questions like, hey, how did you do that? How did you do that? But most people in our community, they hate, oh man, I'm tripping on them. He think he paid, he driving that van, he think he paid. And you say they're going to work, and he said they're going home. Y'all know people like that?
Yeah.
Folks, get paid in the global economy, folks. There's over 100 different countries in the world. Most people settle to get paid right in the address of their job. When they go home, no money. They go to work, they get money. Go home, no money. Folks, put yourself in a position to take advantage of all of these. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. One of the things we found out that there's a wellness crisis. And what we've done as a team is taken all those 5 key wealth principles and tapped into the biggest industry in the world today, which is health and wellness. Raise your hand if you're a little more conscious about your health and wellness.
Oh yeah.
Think about that. Everybody we know is the same thing. All right? These are things that we know, okay? Tobacco use is one of the leading causes of preventable death. Think about this. These are the top 3 preventable deaths. That means you can do something about it. Tobacco use, obesity, prescription drugs, number 3 killer in the world. Those are drugs that you give yourself. That don't even sound right, eh? How does something you give yourself make the top 3? Isn't that weird? Folks, that lets you know 70% of deaths are the result of lifestyle factors. 59 million Americans have diabetes or pre-diabetic syndrome. The number 2 killer in the world is cancer, but 60% of them can be prevented. Think about that, folks. Raise your hand if you know somebody that has pain or discomfort in their body.
Yep.
Now let me ask you something. If you had access to something and no money was involved, but you had access to something, would you offer it to them?
Yes.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Raise your hand if you would.
Yes. Yes.
All right, raise your hand if you wouldn't. Think about that. The weirdest thing, once we put money up in, there's some people going to say, hey, remember those people you knew that needed something? Now offer it to them, and you're going to get compensated. I don't know, Turk. I got to think now. Y'all laugh.
It's true.
But I'm telling
It's
you,
true.
everybody say, yeah, I will help them. Yeah, I know people. They need
Yes.
this. All right, well, we're going to pay you this. Hold up. I got to think now. Because if you take money out of it and just act from your heart, money will come. But if you think you're making money decisions by thinking about it and end up doing nothing, because the reason, like this was the reason why I got in right away, because when I sat in those seats, I knew where I was, and I knew I needed something, and I knew there was no game. I knew I didn't want to keep going to bed with nothing in my hands, with no opportunity, and not being a part of nothing. Because if you're not a part of nothing every time you go to bed, you're gonna wake up not a part of nothing. Does that make it? And that bothered me, because the only way you got a chance in this world is being a part of something bigger than you. Okay? And one of the things that we're so excited is because we're in the biggest industry in the world, and people are dying, and we can help. Does that make sense? If you don't know anybody that needs help, just help yourself, okay? Just help yourself. What if you can naturally help someone you love get healthier, even if there's no conversation playing involved? We just talked about that, right? Yep. Folks, all we've done is taken those 5 key wealth principles and partnered up with a multi-billion-dollar operation. Think about that. Think about it. Keep your job, keep your career, keep doing whatever you're doing. But on a spare time, part-time, anytime, take principles, which is your map. Take principles, and we partner with the multi-billion-dollar operation. I remember years ago, I used to see people riding on the street with magnets on their cars. Mm-hmm. I would say, man, there's no way I would do something crazy like that. Now I'm at the lifestyle center doing a presentation, right? My mom ain't raised a fool. Anybody heard that? Yeah. Quick. Main reason why is because they produce over $4.4 billion in sales, $4.5 billion in sales. There's companies out there that never became a billion-dollar company. But check this out. They paid back to people like you and I over $2 billion in cash. When people say, how could the Mad Team generate $25 million? What are you talking about? They paid back $2 billion. A small percentage of a big number will always leave you with a big number. But you have to get involved in something. You keep watching from the outside, who makes the most money? The people in the game or the people watching the game?
In the game.
If you know that, don't leave here. If you're a guest, don't leave here and say you got to think about it. How you gonna leave and how you gonna say you need to be in the game? But when a chance to come for you to get in the game, you gonna say, oh, I gotta think about it. What are you talking about? You know you need to be in the game, just go to the ATM machine. if anybody don't know, I'm sure something out here that can put that little 4-digit code in, read it, oh yeah, I need that. Over $100 million paid additional incentive, diamond watches, trips around the world. One of the, we just had an amazing trip, we just got back from Thailand. And the thing about that, we joked, like I said, like we raised our hand earlier, I've been involved in different things, right? Just like you guys, right? I haven't been anywhere but Detroit and Atlanta. Oh, we've been to Anaheim. Oh, not LA, Anaheim. I didn't know, what is that?
Disney.
We was like, this Anaheim? But just in 22 months, I mean, we've been to the Bahamas, we've been to Haiti, which is Labadee, island over there. We've been to Otros Rios, and we just got back from Thailand. So folks, when you have those experiences, even when you've been in different things and then haven't been anywhere but up 95, y'all anybody been there, right? So when you have those experiences, the money is different. I mean, it's more than the money, where you can go places and take pictures and bring them back, and they say, man, remember all those people laughed? Remember all those people said no? And now we're at a 5-diamond resort in Thailand. As a result of the information we're sharing. And next year we're going to Rome. And a lot of people in this room is going. Okay? So there's more to that. All right? Over $100 million paid additional incentive. Check this out. I don't know if you've been on, how many job interviews you've been on, and it said, we're creating millionaires at a rate of 2 new millionaires every 30 days. If somebody says, well, ma'am, I don't know, you might not want to be a millionaire, but if you ever wake up and decide to be, there's a track record of people doing it. That'd be pretty cool, right? Even though you don't want to be, but there are people that are doing it. So if you ever decide to do it, you can do it. As opposed to saying, we pay everybody $40,000 and you want it? Big difference, okay? All right, created over actually 230 multi-millionaires since 1996. We're doing business right now in over 70 different countries around the world and in 30 different languages. We're creating a worldwide brand in the biggest industry in the world, which is health and wellness, okay? Big opportunity, all right? Now this right here, if you can understand this, you will make money today. The reason why our company is so far under the radar is because we created an industry that wasn't even here, okay? If you ask yourself, why is Coca-Cola the #1 soda pop company in the world? because they created the industry when there was no soda pop. So if you create an industry